here I am with probably one of the latest possible videos about this topic, and maybe even one that you think that is not needed. Hi, welcome back. Here I am, throwing my hat in the ring, coming at you with my pointers for the Sephora Fall Savings Event of 2023. I actually started my channel not long before the Spring Savings Event of this year. So for me, talking about the Sephora sale is actually a little bit of a milestone on my channel roster. This is gonna be my second video on the sales, and I think my Spring Savings Event video was maybe like my third or fourth video on my channel. But it's a sale that a lot of people look forward to. It's a sale that a lot of people look for recommendations on what to buy, and want to get some perspective from people that review makeup, review beauty products for a living, or are, high enthusiasts like me. This is not my job, but I really just like talking about skincare and makeup and beauty and all of that stuff, and that's why this channel exists. And while my video may have a few products and a few suggestions here and there, this is not exactly a video of my personal recommendations. I will tell you some of the things that I have bought in the past, and I will end with my picks for the sale because I have already made my order for the Fall Savings Event this year. But instead of just telling you, oh, this is my favorite in this category, you should try it if you're looking for something, I want to give some general pointers about how to approach the sale itself and just thinking about buying beauty products this holiday season. And then of course, some of my suggestions on some of the things that I do think could be a good value to buy during the Sephora Fall Savings Event. So if you are interested in maybe watching your 157th video about the Sephora Fall Savings Event, I hope you'll stick around. My name is Jo, and this is Shimmers and Pants. I love to talk about beauty, skincare, makeup, all the pretty things that sometimes add literal sparkle to our lives. And the Sephora Fall Savings Event is a great opportunity to maybe get a few of those things in one order and get a little bit of a sweet discount with it. So without further ado, let's get started. So let's start with the basics on the Sephora Fall Savings Event. This is one of two major savings events that Sephora holds every year, one in the fall, one in the spring. The Fall Savings Event includes 30% on all items of Sephora collection throughout the sale, regardless of your tier at Sephora. Then you have 20% off on all your products for Rouge tier. That sale started on October 27 and ends on the 6th of November. VIB status members have 15% off from October 31st to November the 6th. And the insiders have 10% off from October 31st to November the 6th. You can use the savings in store or online. The code is time to save. Regardless of your tier, the code is gonna be the same. I'm Rouge tier at Sephora, so I've already made my purchase, and I'm actually not sure if it has shipped. I actually don't think it has. And despite being very, very tempted to go back in there and buy the Natasha Denona Yucca palette, I am not going to, because I have eyeshadows coming my way that I've bought from other brands. So I am going to just hold myself and not buy the Yucca palette. Not now. It's permanent line. I can get it another moment. So I'm just gonna wait. I've already made my purchase. I've picked my products. We'll go over them at the end of the video, and this is going to be it. Okay, so let's talk about some of the things that I think are a good idea to think about and remember when you are approaching this sale. Let's start with Sephora Collection. Since this is the universal discount, you get it regardless of your tier at Sephora. Everybody gets 30% discount. It doesn't matter also if the Sephora Collection product that you buy is already on sale. You are still gonna get a 30% discount on top of that. Okay, so that does mean that some products get heavily discounted from Sephora Collection during the sale, or you can get your hands in things that are quite heavily discounted, which is nice. However, in my experience, Sephora Collection can be rather hit or miss. Okay, so be careful with just putting Sephora Collection items in your cart just because you know that you're gonna get a big discount on them. I would suggest look for reviews or wait for review, or check if it's a product that you are really going to use and that you really need. In my personal opinion, skincare and makeup are usually fine, although I have tried some Sephora collection makeup products that are really not my favorite, but I will point out one favorite during this video that I think that if you can buy, if you find a good shade, I think is a really good recommendation. But skincare in general, I think is pretty effective. Some favorites that I've bought over the years include the toners. This one I bought recently, I didn't buy it in the sale. This is the 5% niacinamide and zinc clarifying toner. This is actually my husband's bottle. It's actually not mine. I'm using a different one that I think has vitamin C. But I think the toners are pretty good value. You get 200 milliliters with these ones. And they are really nice on the skin, get absorbed really easily. So they're really good for layering if you want to do some extra hydration. And I think that the toners are maybe a little under $20, something like that. I'll post links to any products that I mentioned in the description box just for your reference. I also really like the peptides product line from Sephora collection. Again, this is my husband's jar. I'm not using this right now. I'll show you how much of it he's used. See, he's almost done with this actually. But I really like the peptides line from Sephora collection. I've used the peptides line before and I find it really effective. It really does help the skin stay nice and smooth and nourished. So I would say if you're looking for a skincare product, that could be a good option. Hair care, I've tried before. I've tried some hair masks and I've tried the curl cream. I don't know if the curl cream still exists anymore, but the hair masks do a good job. They do help with hydration. They do help with making the hair feel repaired. So that could be a good option if you want to try some new hair care. And then for makeup, I have seen good reviews on the Sephora Lip Stories lipsticks. So that could be an option. I've also seen good reviews on the Best Skin Ever foundation. Lip Stories, I think Teresa's Dead has reviewed the Sephora Lip Stories. I think Makeup with Michelle has reviewed the Sephora Lip Stories before. And then for the Best Skin Ever foundation, I know that Jen Loves Reviews has reviewed the Best Skin Ever before. So if you want to go check out those channels for maybe some reviews on those products, since I have not reviewed those products in my channel, then that's probably a good idea. But those are some that I've seen recommended across the board makeup wise. My favorite makeup product from Sephora collection, however, is the Matte Perfection Tinted Moisturizer. This is my second bottle. I used up a whole bottle when I was living in Hawaii a few years ago. It's perfect for hot climates. It's not going to melt off of your face. Even for someone like me with dry skin, this feels really nice in hot climates and it holds on really well on the skin. It almost feels like a light to medium coverage foundation. I feel very confident when I wear this as a tinted moisturizer, but it doesn't look like you're wearing makeup. Like it looks very, very, very natural. If you have oily skin, I think that you'll really enjoy this. For reference, I use the shade 11 Khaki. I'm not sure how many shades of this there are, but do bear in mind that sometimes it does separate, but it does have, I don't know if you can hear it, but it does have like a little ball inside to mix the product properly. So if you see it maybe sitting static and you see that it's separated, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's expired. I think the product is kind of supposed to do that, but once you give it a good shake and it has a little ball inside to help with that process, it's totally fine. Next up, I think that it's important to keep in mind checking if the brand website for the product that you're thinking about may give you a bigger discount than what your tier at Sephora will. In some cases, you may be able to get a bigger discount later. Example, Hourglass. Hourglass holds a friends and family sale, at least in the spring. I'm not sure if they do it in the fall. I think that they may have done already one and they might do another one for Black Friday. But usually on the friends and family sale, the Hourglass discount is 25%. So if you're not a tier, if you're not at Rouge at Sephora, the discount that you would get on something, for example, like the Ambient Light palette is not going to be as high as what Hourglass themselves might be able to offer you on their website. Same thing with Pharmacy. If you're on a tier below Rouge, Pharmacy might offer you a better discount on their website. Same thing with Kosas, same thing with Tower 28, same thing with Pat McGrath. We'll talk about Pat McGrath in a minute because that's a whole thing, okay? In many cases, what you're gonna find is that the company website, the brand website, might give you a better discount. So think about what your tier at Sephora is actually gonna get you discount-wise, and you can look at accounts like Trendwood Deals and Beauty Deals BFF on Instagram to see what kind of historic discounts do your favorite brands offer, so that you can decide whether it's worth it for you to wait for your favorite brand to do a sale on their website, and then you can buy the product from there and get a bigger discount. And now let's talk about Pat McGrath. I never buy Pat McGrath at Sephora, ever. Yes, I know that people have their issues with the Pat McGrath customer service. I've never experienced any of those. Sorry. I've never experienced like problems with Pat McGrath customer service. It's never been a problem for me. I always get my things delivered in a pretty timely manner. But the reality is that number one, Pat McGrath Labs holds a lot of sales throughout the year. I would say there's a sale like at least every quarter. I don't know what's going on over there, but there are a lot of sales. And the discounts are pretty substantial. I've bought Pat McGrath palettes on the Pat McGrath website at 30, 40, sometimes even 50% discount. You're never gonna get a discount that good at Sephora unless the palette is already on sale. And Pat McGrath palettes don't go on sale at Sephora unless they're like way out of season. Like the holiday palettes in the spring get a really good discount, for example. But other than that, the Pat McGrath website is always gonna give you a better discount that Sephora ever will. So I think that yes, even with all the issues that people have reported with customer service, it's worth it to take a deep breath and embrace your Zen and just get that nice discount and wait for Pat McGrath to ship your order and get it together so that you can pay a really nice discounted price for those amazing eyeshadows. In fact, I'm wearing Pat McGrath on my eyes today. I'm wearing last year's holiday release Celestial Odyssey, which happens to have these beautiful neutral browns that seriously, that brand. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to like hold myself from buying something when the Black Friday sales eventually roll around. I don't know. I don't know. I make no promises, okay? I make no promises. My initial thought was buying Motherships 1, 2, and 3 in that bundle, but now I'm thinking to myself, maybe not. Maybe just Mothership 10. Maybe just Moonlit Seduction for now. Thinking about space and stuff. But I promise nothing. I promise nothing, okay? I promise nothing. Next thing to think about are sets, both holiday sets from different brands and the Sephora favorite sets. So holiday sets, in my opinion, are a great idea, whether they're minis or full size. Minis give you an opportunity to try the product and the formula for an extended period of time so that you can make up your mind on whether you like the products or not. And it also gives you the chance to use up a product, which is really good momentum to let you know whether you would be interested or able or willing to commit to a full size. So Sephora always has a whole bunch of holiday sets for both makeup and skincare. I bought several on my order this year, but I do think that holiday sets are a great idea. It's also a great idea to kind of gift, especially for people that maybe are new to a brand or are maybe starting a skincare routine. Getting them a holiday set with clear steps to get started, I think is a great idea. Some of my favorite sets or some of my favorite brands that make sets, Glow Recipe, right now they have at least 2 sets, one with the niacinamide drops and one with the watermelon moisturizer. Pharmacy has that set with the 3 full-size green clean cleansing balms. Again, different smells or flavors than they had last year. I bought that again. The set lasted me about 9 months, and what you pay for the set is about the value of 1 at regular price. So I think that it ends up adding up value-wise. I also really think that the sets this year from Merit cream blushes are really cute. I think that getting a couple of different shades in one set to try over time is a really good way to go. I actually bought before the sale the set of 4 mini liquid blushes and liquid highlighters from Rare Beauty. Again, you're getting a set with multiple shades for about the price of one full-size blush or one full-size highlighter. So a great way to try it. I'll get my hands on it next summer, which will give me a chance to use up some of my current cream blushes, some of my current liquid highlighters, so that by the time it comes into my life, my collection is not overflowing. But that one I think is really cute. I also think that the set from Danessa Myricks with the Yummy Skin blush, that pink one, looks really good, and it has a mini of the blurring balm. So if you want to try that product, but you don't want to commit to the full size of the blurring balm, that set could be a good idea. Also, things like Sephora favorite sets could be a good idea for maybe stocking stuffers or maybe sharing with a family member or a friend. Sometimes the Sephora favorite sets have shades that maybe don't work for you, or maybe have a style of product that doesn't work for you. For example, there's one set that I chose not to buy because it has a clear brow gel from Kosas, and I don't use clear brow gel, and right now I don't have anyone around me that I could pass that along. But look at what the sets have, look at the likelihood of you using the product, and then think about whether the products that you're not interested in, if you could pass them along, or maybe you could put them in as stocking stuffers for gifts, or maybe on a Secret Santa at work or at your building or whatever it is, so that you're buying products, and even if you don't use them, you can find them a good home. If you are rouge, fragrances could be a great thing to buy with a discount, especially because you don't always get fragrances discounted in other retailers. So trying a fragrance, and even in the lower tiers, if you want to try a travel size of a more expensive fragrance, then maybe this is a good moment to use that discount to either buy a full size of a fragrance that you love or get a smaller size to try, still with a discount. Sephora has a really, really good variety of fragrances. You're starting to see, some of the more classic ones, designer, a few niche brands, some of those really like cool, more like fresh feeling, clean girl kind of brands that we are seeing more of these days. So fragrance could be a good idea. You also may be able to find fragrance sets, which could be a good gift idea for yourself or someone else. If you already know someone that has a favorite fragrance and you want to gift it to them for the holidays, look and see if they have a set. Sometimes sets also include other products, either with the fragrance or other products from the brand. So for example, my dearly beloved Givenchy Rouge Velvet in shade 37 that I love so much, I got that mini with an L'Interdit fragrance set that I bought at Sephora. I actually bought it discounted after the holidays. So you may want to take a peek at fragrance sets, because sometimes not only do they make a great gift, and if you can get them with a discount, that's awesome, but they might also have other products from the brand that are worth trying. Going back to sets for a minute, like I mentioned, if you want to encourage someone to start a skincare routine, or maybe someone that knows that you love beauty asks you where to get started on a skincare routine, I think that looking for some of the holiday sets at Sephora is a great way to go. Some of the ones that I think are a great idea and I think that are pretty complete, Tatcha has sets specifically for certain skin types. So Tatcha has skincare sets they have them separated by skin type. So like dry combo, oily, and so forth. So take a peek at those. Tatcha is a higher end brand, but the holiday sets usually have at least one full size product. So you are getting a little bit of variety there, and you get to try multiple products from the brand. In some cases, all the products are full size. So worth checking out. I would also say Drunk Elephant, same thing, is a higher price brand, but the sets usually either have all the steps that you need for a routine or may have a full-size product so that you can really get some value. Ulla Henriksen usually has sets for the holidays. Sometimes they're not a full routine, but you also get to try specific products for specific needs. So for example, last year I got a set that had some vitamin C products, but also had the Dark Spot H2O toner. So vitamin C is made for brightening the skin. The dark spot toner can help you level out that hyperpigmentation. So it's a set that is really well thought for a very specific skincare need. Last but not least, I want to point out the Kiehl's holiday sets, because they hold a very special place in my little heart. Years and years ago, maybe 5 years ago, when my husband asked me, okay, I want a skincare routine. Tell me what to do. Tell me what products to use. What I decided to do was actually in the fall savings event to go onto Sephora and find a Kiehl's holiday set that had, I believe, the ultra light cream. It had a toner. I think it had a calendula toner, which ended up being his favorite from the brand. And it had, I believe, one more product. I think it was the ultra light cleanser. And so I got him started with that. And not only did it start strong love affair with Kiehl's for him and in our household in general, but also helped him be consistent with his skincare routine and really be invested with his skincare routine. And I think Kiehl's is a great brand to look at holiday sets for gifts because, again, the packaging is very neutral. So you could gift it to a man, you could gift it to a woman, you could gift it to a teenager. It doesn't matter. Like it's a brand that is very universal, and the products are, in my opinion, really well formulated. So you are gonna get some results from them and you are gonna get good skincare. So definitely check out the Kiehl's holiday sets if you are thinking about maybe gifting someone with a beginner skincare routine. One of my favorites for that purpose. Next up, the other thing that I want you to think about is playing around with your cart. So give yourself a little bit of time to put things in your cart, but give it a cool down period. Give it a rest period. Put your cart together. Put everything that you may want or may think that you want to buy. Return to your collection. See what you have. Is this something that makes sense for you to buy right now? Can you get it with a bigger discount somewhere else? Is that really your shade? Is that a color lipstick, for example, that you're even gonna wear? So one of the Sephora favorite sets that I was thinking about getting, for example, one of the holiday lip sets, it has a lot of pink. It has a lot of pink. And I'm not always a pink person for lip colors. And it also has Pillow Talk from Charlotte Tilbury, which is a shade that I know is too pale for me. I'm not gonna like it. So I decided to not buy that holiday set because for the most part, the products were not gonna work for me. So give some trial and error to your cart, put things in, look at your collection and see whether it makes sense to buy it now. And then of course, be mindful of the fact that while products are sitting in your cart, they may go out of stock. So make sure to remove those when you are ready to actually make your purchase. My next recommendation, make sure that you are getting every possible discount, every possible advantage that you can get. So using a cashback app like Rakuten, for example, can be really helpful. You are gonna get at least a little bit of cash back, and sometimes they have extra coupons that the Chrome extension of Rakuten at least will run when you are going through your checkout process to make sure that they can apply every coupon code that you have available. So Rakuten is very easy to use. There are others. I've only used Rakuten over the years. I've been using it since it was called Ebates over 10 years ago. I have a referral link in my description box if you are not sure how to use it or not familiar with it. And it only doesn't have retailers for beauty. You can find stores of every possible variety, even travel websites where you may be able to get a little cash back. The referral link is not an affiliate link, it's just the same link that they give everybody, like refer a friend and whatever. But you can go in there to check out the website. But for me, the easiest way to use Rakuten is to have the browser extension. So I have the Rakuten extension on Chrome. So every time I go to like a website where I can buy something, if there is a cashback option available, then the Rakuten extension will show me what it is and will show me any coupons that are available for me to save extra or maybe to get a gift with purchase or something like that. Last but not least, a word on whether you should even shop the sale or not. Shop responsibly. It's very easy to get caught up in the hype of, oh my God, everybody's buying in the Sephora sale, even if it's not that good, blah, blah, blah. And if you don't need to buy anything or you wanna wait until later or get a different discount or get it from a different retailer, wait, put it on hold. It's okay. It's okay. First of all, this is not the last sale in the universe. Sephora will likely have another sale either around Black Friday or around Christmas. So even if you wanted to buy something from Sephora, they will likely have another kind of discount event or something like that. So this is not the end of the world. Don't panic. If you are unsure that you want to buy something right now, or you simply cannot buy something right now, it's okay. I promise it's okay. And then the other side of that is if you are able to shop the sale, awesome. Enjoy your makeup, enjoy your skincare. Use it along with all of the other things that you may have in your collection. Gift it if the purpose that you are purchasing, if what you're buying from the sale is as a gift, enjoy it. I actually bought 2 gifts. I bought 2 sets of Volume Spa candles for birthday gifts, and both of the people that got them really appreciated them. Volume Spa candles are fantastic. If you want to try different scents, the sets at Sephora, there are sets of like 4, and then there's an advent calendar with 12. So those are also a really nice idea, both for gifts to other people or gifts to yourself if you enjoy nice smelling candles. And they also have really nice packaging. Also make sure that, you know, if you are able to share a discount with a friend, for example, if you are Rouge and you have an invite discount, ask other people if they want it. Sometimes people in Facebook groups will share their discounts. Send an invite to a friend. Sharing is caring. If you feel comfortable using the Sephora affiliate links from your favorite content creators, I encourage you to do so. Beauty content creation is the full-time job of some people, and in this season of holidays and sales and new releases and all of that, some of your favorite content creators are working overtime to give you some content that will help you make informed choices and find favorite products either for yourself or for others. So if you feel comfortable using their affiliate links, I encourage you to do so that you can show them that you support your work. But you're of course not obligated to do that either. If you don't want to shop through an affiliate link, just go to Sephora.com and make your purchases on your own, okay? Everything is fine. Everything is fine. So to finish up, I'm just gonna run you very quickly through the items that I picked up at the Sephora Fall Savings Event. I had the advantage of having a gift card that I got for my birthday, which allowed me to shave off about half of the cost of my cart, plus a 20% discount. So I feel like I got a really good deal. So here are the products that I decided to pick this year for the Sephora Fall Savings Event. Number 1, the Shiseido Daily Hydrating Sun Protection Set, which includes sun scare and one of the Shiseido sunscreens, which are among my favorites. But this particular formula, which is one of the Urban Shiseido sunscreens, I have not tried. My husband hasn't tried. He really enjoys Shiseido's formulas. So I bought that kind of to share between the two of us so that we can try one new Shiseido sunscreen, and then one of us at different points may want to try some of the different skincares. I believe that there is a serum here and a moisturizer. That's item number 1. Item number 2, Charlotte Tilbury Mini Pillow Talk Lipstick and Liner Set in the shade Pillow Talk Intense. More brown and, like the name says, more intense. I really appreciate having the lipstick with the matching lip liner, even with my plethora of ColourPop lip liners that fit most lipsticks that I have. But Charlotte Tilbury is a little bit of a higher end brand. I don't mind buying a small set with a small lipstick and a small liner. It's gonna be my first time trying Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks, so I am very excited to kind of have the full set so that I can get the full effect of like the Charlotte Tilbury lips or whatever that may be. Item number 3, Pharmacy Tea Harvest Green Clean Trio with limited edition flavors. So again, Pharmacy does these holiday sets with the Green Clean in 3 versions. Last year, the smells or the flavors were really tropical. This year, I believe that it's like matcha and blueberry or blackberry or something like that. But there are 3 different varieties. Item number 4, LYS Beauty Triple Fix Setting Powder. I picked the shade Ambition. I couldn't help myself. I bought a powder. I couldn't help myself, okay? But at least I bought a powder that is a lot cheaper than the 2 powders that I was originally thinking of buying, which were Givenchy and Hourglass. So I bought LYS. The powder has fantastic reviews, so I'm excited to try it. And since I started using setting powder, mostly I use loose setting powder, so I'm excited to try a pressed setting powder and see how it goes. I've only tried Charlotte Tilbury that way. Then I also got, like I mentioned before, the Lawless Mini Dreamy Darlings Lip Plumper Gloss Set. It's 3 different shades of the Forget the Filler lip gloss formula that is so well known and loved from Lawless. For the most part, it's like a brownish shade, a pinkish shade, and a clearish shade. They're not exactly the shades that I've tried before. For reference, my favorite shade from the Lawless lip glosses is George, which is a beautiful, beautiful brown. If you want to buy a full size of the Forget the Filler and you like those brown 90s lips, George, get George. It's the best brown lip gloss ever, in my opinion. I love it. I love it so much. I can't believe I didn't buy it, but I didn't. I'm being good because I have another brown gloss that I'm trying to finish. Next item, I bought the Vegamore Grow Hair Serum for thinning hair for my husband to try. My husband has really fine hair, so I just want to see what happens. I just want him to try it and see what happens. I've seen some interesting reviews about Vegamore. I don't expect him to get like a super lush head of hair or anything like that, but I'm curious to see what happens, and he's curious to try. He's willing to try, so I got it for him. Then I also got a Topicals Mini Faded Serum for dark spots and discoloration. I have serious concerns with hyperpigmentation. My skin darkens really, really easily, so I'm always game for trying different hyperpigmentation product. I haven't been using anything targeted or focused for a while, so I'm gonna give that a go, which is gonna be a little bit less abrasive than the component that my dermatologist had me on a little while ago. And then, as I mentioned before, I got the Iconic Mini Lip Trio set from Charlotte Tilbury, which has Pillow Talk Medium and a couple of other shades. They're all mini lipsticks. I also got a replenishment of the Charlotte Tilbury Charlotte's Superstar Glow Kit, which are the 2 Beauty Light ones in Spotlight and Pinkgasm. I still have them, but I'm running low on Spotlight, and I'm pretty sure I'm like halfway through Pinkgasm, but I would really like to have the product, and I appreciate the mini size because it's really manageable for me. It lasts me long enough, but still allows me to finish up the product, so I like that. And last but not least, I'm gonna try a new cream blush formula, because of course I am. LYS Mini Higher Standard Deluxe Cream Blush Trio. All colors that I don't have, like a brighter pink, a more deeper berry, and a paler pink that actually looks a lot like the Tower 28 that I'm almost finishing. So it'll be an interesting replacement. Very excited to get my products when they get here. They haven't shipped. I expect that order to take a little while to ship, but those are my food for thought pointers and my picks for the things that I actually bought during the Sephora Fall Savings Event of this year. If this video was helpful or maybe made you think about something that you hadn't considered before buying the sale or while buying, please consider giving this video a thumbs up. Hopefully it will also help other people. If you haven't joined us over here in this sparkly corner of the internet, I hope you will subscribe so that you can be the first to know the next time that I post over here and share how beauty makes my life more joyful and some of the things that I'm loving these days. I will see you very, very soon with a new video. If you don't buy from the Sephora Fall Savings Event, good for you. That's awesome. I hope that you still have a lot of beauty in your life that you're enjoying. And if you do buy, happy shopping. And I look forward to hearing from you in the comments with your picks. I will see you next time with a new video. Bye-bye.